Sometimes when you want to level up, you want to get to another level in your career. Maybe you want to get to the senior position that you know you deserve. Sometimes there's only one way to do it. It is to leave the company where you're in right now. But what do you have to do before you leave? You have to see those 5 key signs, because sometimes people leave a company for the wrong reasons and they find themselves even in a worse position that they used to be because they haven't taken the time to understand if it's the time for them to leave. So that's what I'm going to talk to you today about, is 5 key signs that it's time for you to leave that company. My name is THeSe, and this channel is for driven Africans around the world who are rising to excellence in their career. If you are ready to create an amazing career, a top performance career, so that you can experience more influence, more growth, more wealth in your life and become a person of impact for your community and for Africa, then you're in the right place. So I want to invite you to do 2 things. First, subscribe to this channel, and second, hit the notification clock so that you can receive the content that I'm publishing every single day about career and about performance and success. Let's come back to it. When do you know it's time for you to leave your company? Let's talk about this. It's so important, this topic. Why? Because leaving shouldn't be an excuse for poor performance. Leaving shouldn't be an excuse for not being able to do the work required to get what you want. That's why you have first to spot those signs. And if you find those signs, those 5 signs I'm going to share with you today, then yes, you can leave. And the last sign, it's even the most important. So stay till the end and make sure that you take notes. I hope it will be worth it. The first sign I want to share with you is if you're not learning anything new anymore in your job, it's maybe a time for you to leave. If you've been trying to get into new projects, you've been trying to get into new teams, you've been trying to get into new setups, and still you're not learning anything anymore, and you've been there for a few years, still not learning anymore, maybe it's time for you to leave because you're not growing anymore. And if you're not growing, then you're not going anywhere. If you're not developing skills, then you're not going anywhere. You have to be constantly growing. You have to be constantly developing something new every single year. If it's not the case, then yes, maybe it's a tick. You can go and leave for another company where you will start growing again, where you will start developing skills again, where you will start creating that influence again, creating that wealth again, increasing your wealth probably. That was the first sign. If you're not growing anymore, you are dying. So run away from that company. The second sign I want to share with you is you've been there for a few years, but you feel drained. What I mean by that is you feel exhausted after every week. That job is draining your energy, it's draining your happiness, it's draining your fulfillment, it's draining every single thing that you have in yourself, it's draining your life. And when you are drained, there is a huge impact in your personal life. So with your relationships, there is a huge impact on your health, huge impact. You have stress, you have anxiety easily. And what is very damaging is the fact that we spend a lot of time at work, at least 8 hours, some people 10, 12 hours. So if you're not fulfilled, if you're not feeling energetic, if you're not feeling happy doing that job, if you feel drained, it's going to bring you down and you have to run away from that. If you have a few months like that and you've tried different things and it's not changing, it's probably the job that is draining you. Sometimes you can have a few weeks where you're tired. Sometimes you can have a month where you need vacation. That's not the sign. But if you are really drained for a few months, you don't have any more motivation. You don't feel any more juice. Stop blaming yourself. It's probably the job that you've probably even outgrown. So it's time to leave in that case. The third sign that I want to share with you is if you've been in the job for a few years and you don't see any future, like you are struggling to see where you're going. You are struggling to see the strategic moves that you want to take in 1, 2, 3 years. If it's the case, it's probably time for you to leave. It means that you don't see any future in that company. It means that there's no compatibility with that company. But if you've just been there for a few months, probably you have to try to stay a bit longer to learn more about the company, to learn more about the job, to get more accustomed to the new environment before you leave. Because employers, they don't like people who jump from one company to another company. So you cannot just after a few months decide that it's not the right environment for you. You cannot project yourself in the future in that company after a few months. If you do that all the time, then it won't be good on your resume. So take a bit of time to make the effort to see what are the opportunities there. What are the things that can excite you in that company? And if you've been there for a few years and there's nothing, of course, it's time to leave. It means that there is something missing for you. It's not you, it's just that you and the company, you're not the right fit. And it happens. Or you're not the right fit anymore. And it happens. Sometimes you outgrow the job where you're in, or you outgrow the company and you're not inspired anymore to work there. Then it's time to leave. And do it like whatever you want if you're in that position. The fourth thing that I wanted to share with you is sometimes you just look around yourself and you know it's your time to leave. You know you deserve a better job. You know you deserve something more. You know you deserve a better salary. You know you deserve more responsibilities. You know you deserve maybe an inspiring boss, or you deserve a better team. You know you deserve a better company. Sometimes it is just where you are in your career. And if it's the case, it's important that you identify that very early. Don't stay 5 years in a company where you know it's not the job for you. You have to leave fast if you know it's not the job for you. But you have to be clear on something if you want to do that is, okay, it's not the job for you. Do you know the job that you really want? Be specific about it. Be specific about the skills that you want to develop with that job. Be specific about the role that you want. Be specific about what inspires you with that new job. If you don't have a clear job in your mind and you just want to leave this job, it's very dangerous. It means that you don't know what you want. And probably where you are right now is what you need, but you don't know it. So if you know what you want and what you need, it should be clear in your mind what is the next job that you want. And if it's clear in your mind, if you've done your research, if you know the skills that you want to develop, if you know why you want that next job, then you know you're ready to leave. Now the last tip that I wanted to share with you is sometimes you just feel ready. Sometimes it might be a transition in your life. Maybe you want to become an entrepreneur, or you just want a different role, or you just feel it's time for you to just open your wings. And that happens when you feel you're ready and that feeling is there strong enough. Yes, leave. It's time. It's time to leave. So I hope this helped you to understand when it is actually time to leave, or when it's just time to think and reflect on what you truly want. And if you are in that situation right now, if you need to clarify your option, or need to clarify where you're going, or even to clarify how you're going to get to that next job, I can help you on that. I help multiple people on their career, how to stand out, how to create that excellent career that will make them have more influence, more wealth, more growth. So there's a link below this video. If you click on it, you can book a call with me or someone in my team, and we can talk about your career plans. We can talk about how to get you to that next dream job, or you can talk about what is the next dream job for you, depending on your natural talents, on your potential, and on your desires. Until then, I hope you have a great day, a great week, and make sure to smile when you wake up if you are healthy and you are alive and you have a great career ahead of you. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.